Chapter 15 Blanket Fort. I listen to Dorothy on my headphones. The TV is off. I have 3 long red nails left. The other 7 are 5 stubs. I watch the cats sleep for a long moment. A car passes outside. I take a sip of granny coffee. Put on Nina Simone. I couch up this Megan Royal-esque live vlogging to the present second. I look at my iCal. Realize if I keep myself awake, I can stay up all night and put in a really long session on this book. It's 11:45 now. I can do this. I make myself another cup of coffee. Wrap myself in a different bathrobe. Snap my bra off by the front clasp and fling it by the couch. At 12:30 a.m., I'm on my stomach in a blanket fort. I post on Facebook. Sometimes the best way to focus while writing is make a blanket fort. Finally, I take off my headphones during cool-out. Listen to the silence of the night. It's 1:50 a.m. I'm probably going to be up all night working on this. This is what I want to be doing. This is the best unit of time to do it in. This is how I work. The voices I hear in my head or through the walls at night usually have a pretty liberal swirling of my own anxieties and fears. I shift my attention to the welling of Lana Del Rey's voice. My irregular red nails type. The blue shadows of my hands on the silver computer. The 5-divider line notebook sprawled open on the duvet. A chopper passes low overhead. Body electric blares from my headphones. Lana Del Rey is the Virgin Mary. Mother Goddess, protect me from the chitterings of my own mind. The music is the message, is the massage tonight. I text Bobby that my first point of research is that Las Vegas is on the way to Bryce Canyon. It would be fun. It makes sense to stay there. I entertain fantasy that Bobby will propose and we'll get married in Vegas while passing through. There's something appealing about not planning one's wedding at all. I'm just doing it simply, directly. I sip the last dregs of granny coffee. Remember what my therapist said. Enjoy every moment. Just stay in the moment. Don't try to get ahead of yourself and rush things. Remembering how much better my time leading up to my marriage with Katie was compared to a year in which I relax into it. Anticipation and dreaming are sometimes better than knowing. Besides, before I met my wonderful wife, the 2 men I was engaged to were such shows. I'm really glad I didn't marry either one of those 2 guys in Vegas had it been available at the time. I smoke a bowl. Put on ultraviolence. Right. I move to the couch. My back relaxes with the cushions. My fingers type. I began to feel tired. It is like a cascade. It is 4:40 a.m. I sleep. I dream I am alone at a conference or art event, feeling on the outside, watching a talk. I dream I'm talking to a writing acquaintance about I don't usually go to conferences and art events anymore because I don't want to go alone, because I have too much PTSD to do that. I need to keep myself safe, even if that means never again walking to my car alone. I feel the isolation of the restrictions I place upon myself. I feel alone. I wake up in bed alone. I call Ish. Talk about her moving down to Westwood. Recent breakup with Roland, who is, on steroids and abusing Adderall and Xanax. She feels like she's finally getting better from all the Stanford doctors and THC pills. She wants to move back to LA in January of 2016. I'm so excited for this. She reads me a long astrology email that sounds especially spot on. The feeling of loneliness sticks with me as I sit at the desk chair in my bathrobe and type. Perhaps it's for the best that I plan on moving in with Bobby eventually. Usually, I glory in my glamorous solitude. Tonight it feels different. I listen for the voices of my spirit guides, with the voices of my head and the fairies I imagine. Schizophrenics are never alone. The fairies! I go to the altar where that fairy portal jar sits. Open it. Let out the buildup of fairies, I imagine. I feel warmer. Less alone. I turned on Last Week Tonight. The TV fills the space. My scalp feels dense and prickly. I scratch at the dandruff with sharp blunt nails. Return to the writing. It flows. I smoke a bowl, hoping it will make me feel better. Dense exhales of smoke. I go on Facebook. My posting about making a blanket fort to facilitate writing has 29 likes and 4 favorable comments. I smile. On Facebook, I see Ursula's post about separating from her wife. Look at it for a long time, trying to decide how I feel about it. If I should like it. I like it to show her I saw it. I had a feeling this was coming. Ursula's sexual explorations with both me and her male lover after a long period of bed death and with her wife and partner of 17 years. I saw this coming. I wonder what Ursula's divorce will look like. I wonder if Ursula will come at me with renewed interest. I hope she respects I'm focusing on someone different. I wish her the best. I know now why I was so nervous before hooking up with her the one time we did. I just smoked some extra weed before I submitted to her caresses. I felt guilty about being with a married woman. I respect marriage. I knew it was wrong. Soon, Ursula will no longer be married. Yet I imagine she will explode into the sexual arena of bars and art events, as she was on the verge of exploding already. I do not wish to trade my stable life partner marriage track relationship for a long distance semi-hookup spooky stoner thing with a recent divorcee. I check Ursula's Facebook status to see her relationship status. Still married. No thanks. She will explode. I do not wish to be shrapnel. I text Bobby. WYD. What are you doing? Though Ursula used to text it to me. He does not respond. I text Lish. Hey girl. Talking to Lish didn't be good today. She said she was going to call me back later because she wanted us to talk more. Lish responds, Hey love, I'm chatting with my friend Tara. We modeled in Milan and both have very tragic endings. Would you be up for one? I text, Oh sure hon, chat on. I'll be up late. I imagine she'll call me later. Lish is even more alone than I. She spends her days on the phone with various people and going to doctor's appointments. She texts back, Okay, sounds good. This will be juicy model secrets. I text, Oh boy, I love that shit. Looking forward to some juicy celebrity gossip when she calls me back later. Lish's celebrity gossip is on point because she's hobnobbed with these people. Live that Hollywood dream. I love this sort of thing. I await her thrilling secrets as I finish my bowl. Watch Bill Mayer. Do a word count. Getting there. I turn on Good Work. Watch RuPaul talk about plastic surgery. Drink grainy coffee. It's 11 p.m. I know I will be up all night. I am calm. These all-nighters are when I get my best work done. Then I can really focus. Latuda commercial comes on TV. Latuda is being marketed for bipolar depression. I used to take it for schizophrenia because it's an antipsychotic, which is much less socially acceptable. They never have commercials for schizophrenia medications on TV. Only depression and bipolar. Anxiety drugs sell themselves. People already know which ones to ask for. Depressed people watch a lot of TV. The big pharma powers that be must assume schizophrenics either don't watch TV or don't to make decisions about their care. When I took Latuda for my schizophrenia, it completely blocked out Katie's voice. Katie's voice came back when my insurance would no longer cover Latuda and I went on the antipsychotic Sapphiris. I much prefer Sapphiris. I enjoy my gentle hallucinatory schizophrenic manifestations. A psychiatrist at County Mental Health, before I had Medicare from disability, told me that no medication could banish my symptoms completely. They would always be breakthrough symptoms that I would have to live with for the rest of my life. The issue was only if they were troublesome for me. I get it. Mine, at the time, are not troubling for me. I can control them. I have safety precautions in place. Bobby texts back. Need. He fixes the poetic autocorrect. News. On E, a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, recent alcohol relapse and arrest. Lish knew all these housewife chicks. They probably sat around the Beverly Hills women's meetings together. You meet the most glamorous people in recovery. Lish once remarked that an AA meeting was the next stop after the after party, and she was completely right. Bobby texts, "Good night." I text, "Good night, dear. Text me tomorrow a.m. I'll probably be awake." I batten down for the night. Put on Valley of the Dolls on Netflix on mute. Put in headphones and listen to the Fame Monster. All of Lady Gaga's best songs are on this album. I can't get into her Tony Bennett pivot at all. On the screen, Ann Wells gets a job with Bellamy and Bellamy. I read the Wikipedia article for Valley of the Dolls. A siren swirls outside. I consider having dinner. Microwave some sweet potato gnocchi. Drink a glass of water with frozen berries. My cat sprawls on my stomach after dinner. I watch half an hour of Valley of the Dolls. Nevada gets up and sprints to her food dish. I hear crunching. Lion Burke leaves Anne for the first time on screen. I tweet that on YouTube for the Gillian Girl commercial. It's a quiet evening in Hollywood. Quick text convo with Lauren about the YouTube video that she and her friends made. I do have friends. Yay! I'm just nocturnal. It's 12:30 a.m. Neely's getting a divorce. Tony Pillar goes into the sanitarium. The film starts to go south. I listen to Dance in the Dark. Hear banging on the back porch. I hear banging on the back porch often in the evenings when my neighbors are home. I know from finding cigarette butts on his side of the porch that he smokes out there in the evening. I have no wish to encounter him at night, so I ignore the clatter. It dies down. On the screen, Jennifer's art film, Neely at the Sanitarium. Lish calls at 1 a.m. We talk about the app. We heart it. Her recent breakup with Roland. We linger on the phone, looking at photos on the internet until about 5:45 a.m. I text Lish, "It's best you broke up with Roland. It'll get better. You'll move down here all fancy free, and there'll be so much better guys for you, and I'll be here, and we'll have so much fun." I break for dawn yoga. Light a new white candle. Meditate. Say affirmations. Drink coffee. Eat a Cliff Bar. Sit on the couch looking at the rising sun. Sip coffee. Watch the cat watching the pale blue-lit windows. Listen to the birds. Dawn is a sacred time of day. It is a time of transition. I sit in bed. Pull the alpaca blanket over the others. Its rainbow-blended stripes soft beneath my fingers. I look at my email. 2 of my artist friends are having job anniversaries for their fake jobs as artists, much like my own non-existent job as an artist. I rub my eyes. A neighbor shower comes on. It is 6:20 a.m. Wednesday morning.